You know, every single week we read the comments and there's a bit of a common theme, is people asking us to review a whole individual producer's lineup from one particular vintage. Now, Different Drop has been listening in and sent us 6 red wines, all from a single producer, and asked us one simple question. Can you guess who it is? Let's find out.
6 wines, 1 producer, what could possibly go wrong? Who's making them? What? Really hope that I like these wines. Wine number 1.
Wine number 1. Very pale, looking like Pinot.
Potentially even Pinot Gris, actually.
It smells bright, it smells like it's got acid, it smells like it's got fruit, doesn't have a lot of oak to it.
Oh, yum. It's good Pinot. It's definitely pretty shit hot.
A little bit of stem, a little bit of spice, sitting in that sort of Tarvel-esque.
Yeah, it's giving Grenache, it's Gamay in that territory.
Fresh raspberry character, very perfumed. Tannin's probably a little bit maybe underripe, a little bit green, a little bit
Old world. So I'm quite surprised that, because the wine presents itself as being quite old world.
I like it. I'll drink a lot of it. I'll have 12. $30-ish bottle of wine.
I don't think it's great, I think it's good. I'd happily buy 6 if this was around $35.
I would pay $60 a bottle for this wine, and I'd buy 12. This is right up my alley. I love wines exactly like that.
Wine number 2 looks pale and Pinot-like again. There's a quite high likelihood that this is a Pinot-driven producer.
Lighter color, slight sort of
Fade to the color, it's not particularly opaque, it's quite translucent.
Wow, stemmy. Playing around with Pinot perhaps.
Oh, this is pretty special. Very earthy, very autumnal. It's still got some fresh red fruit behind it as well.
It smells a little bit greener, maybe a little bit of celery and carrot on the nose as well, like those soup vegetables.
It's definitely on the edgier side. There's an underripeness here that tells me that this person is probably not achieving, like, it's probably not like Tasmania.
Way more tertiary than that first one. Earthy and spicy character rather than the pure red fruits, but it feels very similar, very medium bodied.
Definitely could be Pinot. It's got that sort of like sour cherry thing. Whole bunchy Pinot from a coolish climate. It doesn't sound or feel like it's got heaps of stewedness to the fruit, like really been cooked in the hot Aussie sun. So maybe a slightly cooler region.
$55 to $60 a bottle for this, and I would also buy 12. I am a big fan of this style.
6, and I reckon that's $45 because everyone has got a little bit more money in their pocket for Pinot than they do Grenache for some reason.
I'll only take 6, but I think this is way more complex. I'd pay $60 for this. Like narrow focusing now on a very Pinot-driven producer in the Yarra.
Wine number 3. Let's keep this rolling.
Ooh, hello.
Yeah, well, kind of takes me out of Pinot Noir altogether, really.
Beautiful, pretty, elegant, lifted, aromatic.
What is that? There's a spaghetti bolognese. Yeah, bay leaf is what I'm getting on that.
Got capers. It got this like kind of caper character.
There's a slight sort of acetic back palate. There's a muscularity to the wine. There's like a real sort of structure and weight that's really sort of like drawn out, strung out. The flavors sort of draped all across that. It's really cool.
Oh, that's really tasty. That's really good. Like medium weight, herbaceous. I also really hope I've been leaving marks on the table with this permanent marker. Don't tell Brendan.
I'm just going to like red blend, but still feels very Yarra. It's all that kind of strawberryness to it. I don't love it, but I like it. I'd happily drink it. It would be good with a chill. I'd get 30 and 3 for this.
Pay a little less for this. Probably be going in that $45 to $50 range, and I would buy 3 to 6 bottles. Like, I'm a little bit on the fence on this wine.
I'd pay $60 a bottle for that. I think that's going to be wine of the lineup for me. That's excellent. Great job, this producer. I'm liking all of your wines so far.
Wine number 4 is again a light-bodied red. Same old shit, different day.
Back to really light colored things. This is cool. I want to know who this producer is.
Okay.
Very red, but almost like lighter than Pinot. It's got this kind of cranberry juice.
High acid, amazing tannin profile, but the handling of the tannin on something that is so light colored, this screams Commando G.
I think this is Gamay. It's got that sort of like sour, peaky, sour cherry sort of thing going on. V-A-Gamay.
Potentially Nebbiolo. I'd go about $80 a bottle and I would buy 12.
It's giving me a lot of Sangiovese kind of vibes too. Yeah, I'd grab 6 of this. I'd pay $40 for 6. I quite like it.
I'll have 3 of those and I will pay $35 a bottle for it. Don't have heaps to say about it. Not my favorite style of wine.
And wine number 5 Wow, this smells like cumin.
Smells like red.
It's got like more blueberry, like plum kind of character rather than just like all of that fresh red berries. It's still there, but it's on a darker spectrum.
Going into like Sangiovese territory?
It's not as interesting as the others, would be my main sort of feedback so far on this wine. This feels like an acceptable red wine in most circumstances.
Full texture, full structure, a lot of tannin, leanness and pristineness of acidity, real delicate hand here.
It's a beautiful wine. It's really delicious. I think this is probably the strongest wine so far, but I'd happily grab 6, pay $75 for it.
I would say that that's probably a 3 bottler for me. It's $30. It's generic.
I would pay $70 a bottle for this. I'd buy 6. A wine like this reminds me of a winemaker who I miss incredibly, a man by the name of Timo Sakota. His wines had this focus, had this power, had this thrill, spark to them that this reminds me of.
Wine number 6. Okay, welcome to Dark Fruit, ladies and gentlemen. We have been drinking a lot of lighter styles.
Really purple.
We're going very dark here. Wow, that's fun.
Yep. Weight and power. Power.
Oh, this is just awesome Syrah. Great alpine herbs in there as well, like thyme and rosemary.
Massive win. Grenache of, I think, of the highest order.
Syrah, Cabernet, like heavy style. Definitely like the steak wine out of the 5 that I've had so far.
Spice is so good here as well. It's elite Syrah. I think it's just absolutely beautiful Syrah. $60 and 12 for that Yarra. I think that's my favorite wine.
Pay around about $90 a bottle for that, and I would buy 12.
I reckon 45, but I'll have 4.
Great Grenache, I think. It looks like Gamay. Fight me.
If we've got a puncher's chance here, it's probably going to be an Adelaide Hills producer because that's the only thing I know.
Not from Tasmania, not from New South Wales. Victoria, potentially, but I think it's from Vanguardist.
So let's get the boys in and see how we go.
All right, 6 wines, all reds, all one producer. How did you guys feel you went?
I forgot something important. I forgot that wineries can make more than, like, the same varietal more than once. So I guess 6 different varietals for these and got confused, I think.
I think there is a diversity of varieties across this bracket. I think there's like repeats, but I think there is like chops and change. My guess was giant stepped because like they've got a lot of Pinot. There's some blends in here. I'm not confident.
Yeah, I was a cool climate red producer. Is where I was at with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brendan, what do you think?
I don't know whether to treat, like, my head went down the path of potentially trick question, like an Aussie winemaker.
Or overseas.
But overseas.
Oh my God, stop trying to moneyball this whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. My guess goes to Michael Corbett at Vanguardist. Spice driven, the texture, the structure, the finesse, the elegance, and the lighter color. But it could be Luke Lambert, rest your soul, Tara Sakota. BK, I've seen stuff similar to this as well. But yeah, I'm kind of stumped. This red herring.
Oh yeah, where'd that come from?
And I was like, oh, are we talking about Michael's overseas shit?
Yeah, it's cool. It's interesting. Like, I don't know, man. So how'd you end up landing the Pinot?
Vanguardist. I went with Vanguardist. Was my guess.
Yeah, giant steps, but interesting. All right, let's go. Wine number 1.
Wine number 1. Loved
Yummy.
it. This is probably one of my favorites, to be honest.
Yeah, I got a dozen of this. Started out with Grenache, as I always do, and we've got a lineup of 6 reds, and they're not Shirazes straight off the bat. Don't want to touch on Pinot too early because I'm going to save my Pinot guess for later on in the tasting.
It's hard to say it's not as Pinot. I don't know. It could be Grenache. I don't know. I really liked it though. It's great. I only wanted 6, and I didn't want to pay heaps of money for it, but I drink a lot of it.
I had 12 and 60.
12 and 30.
6 and 35.
Okay.
All right.
Who's making them? Who's making them? What?
Mayo. Wow.
Yarra Valley.
Gamay. Well, like at least I picked Yarra. Okay, well that's nice.
That's who we're talking about.
That's amazing Gamay.
That is cool.
And it's also great whole bunch use because Mayo only uses whole bunch and 100%. Like particularly for that range. But that's an amazing Gamay.
I am so stoked because like Mayer, when his wines come up like randomly, we tend to kind of steam them because they look so asymmetric.
Yeah.
And now here, this all kind of makes sense, doesn't it? I think this was one of my favorites of the lineup.
I think out of the Pinot driven things, this was my favorite. This was fucking delicious.
Yeah,
That reminds me of Prairie Rock. that reminds me of some of the pinnacle Pinots of that sort of natural movement.
Pinot, whole bunch, cool climate. Yeah, I was into it. I wanted 6 of them. I was going to pay $45. I thought it was worth a little bit more than the previous wine, but I liked the previous one a little bit more.
55, 60 bucks and 12.
I was 6 for 60. I thought that was absolutely delicious.
Maya
Pinot.
Maya Pinot, funnily enough.
I feel like we're going to be having underwhelming reviews.
I can't believe it. It's Maya.
Well, this is Dr. Maya.
Oh,
sorry, of course so. How much does that cost?
Interesting, yeah.
$59. You got a whole doctorate and you're only charging $4 more a bottle?
Or has this got something to do with Dr. Edge?
I'm not sure what's going on here.
But this is Dr. Maya.
But that's really interesting. I've not seen that label, that like variation of the label, but that's really cool. Great Pinot though. Yeah.
Bay leaf.
Yeah, all of those Alpine herbs.
Herbaceous.
Wow, weird,
delicious.
Yeah.
Green.
Yeah.
It's a Cabernet.
Yeah, this got me down to that, like, it could be Cab Franc or something like that. I went blend. I didn't want heaps of it.
Bay leaf's a good shout.
3 for 30, but I liked it, but I was very vexed at what it was.
Dude, I was into it. I wanted 12. This was my favorite wine of this whole lineup.
Wow.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I wanted a dozen
Cool.
for 60. I thought it was a really interesting example of a light red that had a little bit more going for it than your average light red, which is just like fun and cheerful. This is fun, cheerful, and then herbaceous.
Now I'm kind of seeing what you're putting down here, man. Like, I kind of get it. It's kind of cool.
I didn't even guess the varietal, but as soon as you get that sort of like greenness and herbaceousness, I tend to go Cabernet, but I didn't write anything. I was just like, yum.
Pickle juice.
Yeah, I said
pickle
capers.
juice.
Yeah,
I said capers.
capers.
Yeah.
Briny.
3 for 45.
30 for 3.
12 for 60. Loved it.
More Pinot. But not from the doctor.
Not
Dr. Pinot.
No. The doctor is not in.
Doctor's not in.
Yeah, he's out.
This is the general public.
So what's
Yeah.
I'm very curious to know what the doctor.
Maya.
It's 2024 Yarra Valley Pinot Noir, and that's 2024 Yarra Valley Pinot Noir, and that one's the Dr. Maya. I'm very curious to know what that is. So I like the Dr. Maya more.
Find it. And they're both the same price. They're
Same price.
Exact same price. Yeah. 60 bucks. I'm loving the branding.
I love the branding of these wines. They're so great. They stand out so well.
Wine number 4, I pretty much paid almost the most for.
Oh, so good. This gave me Sange. And I know he makes a Sange.
A while ago talking about identifying VA, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Does this have that slight nail polishy thing to it?
All of them have VA.
And it's not necessarily a bad thing.
No. All of these have VA. It's part of the style. It's part of his approach, and it's kind of quite accepted.
Tannin for either of those?
I don't think so.
I think it's got tannin.
It's got plenty of structure, and Sange I think is probably the appropriate shout. I wanted 12 of these. I really digged it. 80 bucks.
I was 6 for 40.
I was 3 for 35. I thought it might have been Gamay.
Oh, too late.
Find out. Nebbiolo.
Damn it!
Wow.
Nebbiolo.
That's amazing for Nebbiolo.
Yeah,
That's so light. It kind of makes sense for a lot of Australian Nebbiolo.
Yeah.
Does have that kind of like Barbaresco-ish thing to it, but maybe not quite as like intense. It's good. It's really delicious.
This I'd say is Sange.
This makes more sense now with Sange. I called it Pinot. This was my favorite of the lighter bodied reds of the lineup. Bloody delicious.
I called this generic compared to the rest. I thought the others sort of like had some more like highlights in it. This sort of sat a bit flat on my palate, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. When we had these two earlier on, I was like, these are way more fun to me. This was just red wine, and it was delicious red wine, but it didn't jump off at me. I got 3 for 30.
6 for 70.
6 for 75. Oh, that's great.
What is it? Sange?
Sangiovese.
Dude, you're fucking nailing these varietals today.
I didn't get that one right. I called that Pinot.
Yeah, but you just said Sangiovese a minute ago. So.
Yeah. I'm in the ballpark, but yeah, that's awesome.
I feel like we're collecting old leather-bound books.
Dude, 100%, man.
Yeah, it's like, when's that next issue of Game of Thrones coming out? I need to add it to the collection.
Del Toro quest.
What is that though?
That's
Because
Syrah.
Cabernet Syrah.
Oh, is that?
That's Syrah.
That is this.
Peppery.
This was pretty much my favorite lineup.
This is
and number 2.
This is one of the lineup for me. This is
That's Syrah.
This is
100%
100% Yarra
Yeah.
Valley Syrah. And in my personal opinion, I think Syrah is better in the Yarra Valley than Pinot is.
Ooh. That's a really interesting chat. You know, we're talking about sub-regionality in Australia. So Yarra does Syrah. Pinot goes from Tasmania. Their Pinots are next level. Grenache from SA.
Yeah.
And a lot of parts of SA.
Yeah.
Chardonnay from Margaret River.
Yes.
Yeah, see? There we go.
This level steps up. That is like Luke Lambert steps up there. Mac Forbes steps up there.
That is very good.
That is a big... This wine sits apart from the rest, not just for the colour, but
I think the
the
quality.
whole
I think
thing's just
the
next level.
intensity, the perfume, the lift. I think, and there's like power behind it. I love this
Yeah.
wine.
Had 4 for 45. Yeah.
Shame.
I was 60 and 12.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The-
Syrah.
There we go. Bang. Yeah. I'm telling you, fuck Pinot from the Yarra, Syrah from the Yarra. I also love Pinot from the Yarra, so I should also kind of preface this. But for the future, I think Syrah makes a lot more sense there.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
Across the Mayo range, what is the wine of his current vintage in this week?
I think if you're looking for an interesting but really great Yarra Valley Pinot, I think you got to go for the Dr. Mayer.
Did we find out what the Dr. Mayer is?
No, AI is confused by it and I didn't click through the website.
Other than that, I think the Nebbiolo is good. I think the Sangiovese is great. I think that Syrah is elite.
My favourite was this bay leaf herbaceous thing that didn't excite you guys too much. I'm happy to...
On the other Pinot, yeah. It was
Yeah.
also, great. Oh, the Syrah?
Syrah?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm happy to call that.
Because you guys
Between
both
these two for
rocked
me. I think that's the best one in the lineup. That is the best Pinot in the lineup.
Yeah.
But I think you're correct, and I agree with you. Syrah is significantly a step up more than Pinot from the Yarra. Sorry, all the Pinot producers in the Yarra.
Yeah, which is kind of most of you.
Most of you.
But
Probably hate us now.
Pinot producer in Yarra, I stand with
But if
you.
you planted some Syrah, you could make that. It goes to...
Dr. Mayer.
Dr. Mayer is the one.
No, just Mayer.
Mayer is one
Syrah.
of the week.
Syrah.
He also has a Chardonnay. I wish we had the Chardonnay in this lineup because it would have been nice to have some white, but still delicious.
If
Good
you
stuff.
like this kind of stuff, trying to guess the producer, let us know in the comments below. And until then, we'll be here. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Bye.